Very quick video here about my latest acquisition, and we're talking about penknives or pocket tools, really. I've always been a big fan of the Swiss Army knife, the Victorinox knife, and I've always carried one in my pocket, and over the years they've started getting bigger and bigger as I've wanted to add more tools into the particular penknife that I carry. And I call it a penknife not only because I'm kind of like old school, but also because I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I always like to sharpen my pencils using a blade. And if you see a pencil like this, whoever has it is either a sketch artist or a graphic designer, because we do like these needle points, and you get these by sharpening your pencil using a blade. Okay, not the traditional kind of pencil sharpener, but actually using a blade to sharpen your pencil. So I've always carried one of these Swiss Army knives. I love the format and the traditional nature of having this format of pen knife, rather than the more modern Leatherman, the kind of skeletal metal multi-tool contraption. I've never really been into those. I prefer the traditional look to my pocket tool. But rather unfortunately, my last variation of the Swiss knife I had, a fantastic one called the Huntsman, Victorinox Huntsman. A chunky little monkey. It weighed reasonable. It was this length in format, but boy, was it a lot wider, because it had additional tools like a file, scissors, and even a saw. And as I moved into different craft hobbies, particularly woodworking ones, these particular tools became very, very helpful. The saw was fantastic for cutting through wood. Brilliant. Best saw, multi-tool saw out there, apparently, it is said. The scissors, well, the Victorinox scissors are the best multi-tool scissors. And the file was absolutely fantastic. And I use this thing all the time for any of my modelling. It was amazing. So it's a real loss that, sadly, and I don't know what I've done with it, but it's gone astray, has my Huntsman, which is sad for two reasons. Sad because it was a very fine tool for using as a crafter and modeller, but also very sad because it was a very expensive tool as well. I looked it up because I was thinking of getting a replacement for it. I don't know where I've left it. I think what's happened is, because I carry it about with me all the time, these tools, I've left it somewhere while I was on holiday. Infuriating. But I looked into replacing it, and the Huntsman in particular is about 70 quid now. Now, I'm retired and I've had to tighten my belt quite a lot, so I just cannot afford 70 quid on a Swiss Army knife, as much as I love these tools. So, Swiss Army knife, gone. What do I use to replace it? And I need something that has at least some of the functionality that the Huntsman had. Well, I spent a lot of time on YouTube trying to find a suitable replacement, and the closest I could find was this highly recommended one. It's called the Nextool, and I think the model is F12 here. I can't remember the full name of it. Now, yes, it's a change for me. It's gone from the traditional penknife type tool that I do love to more of the kind of Leatherman format, the skeletal metal type of multi-tool. But needs must. This was £27, which is not nothing. It's still a bit of money, but compared to £70 for the Victorinox Huntsman, well, it was a no-brainer, and I got this. And the reason I got it is because of the selection of tools that this tiny little tool has. And let's just have a quick look at what we're talking about here. Yeah, just about 6 centimeters, which is 2.5 inches. Okay. The one thing is, it is a little bit wider, but not that much wider than my Swiss Army knives that I've had in the past. But unlike these ones, this little Nextool has all the additional tools that I wanted from as a replacement for my Huntsman. it isn't the same. Okay, I'll say that right off the bat, but it's close. And for £27, I was willing to take the hit and not having certain tools, or at least some of the tools not being as good as they were on the Victorinox knife. So let's have a look at what we've got. Now, we'll start on the outside. And first off, of course, we've got a bottle opener. Some would argue that this is not the most important tool on a multi-tool. I beg to differ, because I do like a bottle of beer occasionally, and I'm always hunting for a good bottle opener. And that also comes with a flathead screwdriver here. And I do like the length and the way that this particular flathead screwdriver is built into this particular tool. I can actually use this, and there's some multi-tools out there that they'll add things like a screwdriver, and boy, I've had a Gerber one, for example, in the past, and they were next to useless, the screwdrivers on the particular model I had. Okay, next, of course, we have a blade, and I actually like this. It's not the traditional pointed blade that I'm used to in a penknife. You also notice it's a little bit shorter, but not by much. But I do like this. I'm not sure what kind of style of blade this was. It's flatter and more chisel-like, but it's very sharp, I have to say. And I do like it. And again, it holds nicely in the hand. And unlike the Swiss Army knives, which are this folding type, I just have to do this carefully so I don't nick myself, because I do keep my knives nice and sharp. It's this just folding type here, which are, of course, legal in the UK, under 3 inches folding, to this type, which, and here's a little bit of a hiccup in this. This is a lock blade. You can see I cannot fold this knife like that. These are not strictly, I have to say, technically, they are not strictly legal in the UK. You have to have a blade that is of the non-lockable type as a pocket knife. But I kind of like it. After all these years of using a Swiss Army knife with a non-lockable blade, suddenly having a lockable blade is, well, I kind of see what all the fuss was about with them. They don't fold up on you at the most inconvenient of moments. It makes it safer in a lot of particular ways. Now, of course, there are the legalities about having a lock knife, but I'm willing to take the hit with this, because I think, and the way the law works in the UK is, if I was questioned about this by a policeman, and I don't know why I would be, I would explain my particular hobbies and what I use this for. And I think I could talk my way out of any technical legalities about this being a lock knife. So I'm just going to bear with it. But I must admit that I haven't used it for about a week now. I kind of see why people do like a lock knife. It's a lot more sturdy, particularly when you're cutting, particularly when you're doing any hard cutting. You don't have that fear of the knife folding up on you. And I have had that in the past, and anybody who uses a folding knife knows that instance where sometimes it folds up on you unintentionally and catches you sometimes, or your fingers or whatever. So this is new to me, and I must admit, a little bit of a fan. Okay, so what else have we got? Okay, Phillips. Now, it's one of those flathead compromises for being a Phillips screwdriver. Again, it feels nice in the hand. It does work. I've tried it out. I'm surprised I didn't see how this flat type of Phillips head would work, but it does. And on the back of this, we've got just a little rule here, which has actually come in. I'm really surprised. It does actually come in handy. I'm always measuring stuff for modelling, and you're always looking around for where the hell have I left my ruler. So having this on me all the time is great. And next to that, we have knife, bottle opener. We have the file. Now, this was the biggest surprise for me, because I've had files on pen knives before, and to be honest, they'll maybe smooth out a rough bit on your fingernail, but that's what they're designed for, really. But aside from that, they're not fantastic. Not like the file that was on the Victorinox Huntsman, which was fantastic, and I used it for crafting in woodworking and all sorts. And again, like the blade, this is a lock tool. It just locks in like that, very sturdy, so you can really get at a piece of crafting using this file. And the file is quite aggressive on one side, so I'm really pleased with this. Again, it finishes up with a flat blade screwdriver here, but the main thing for me is the file. Yeah, it's got a finer file for doing things like your nails, but this particular file here, I've already used it on a model, which I just happen to want a smaller file for getting, and a flat one for getting into an awkward angle, and this worked terrifically well. And again, that lock, keeping it nice and sturdy, was fantastic. And even though this is a kind of a short multi-tool, it still fits into the hand quite nicely for doing work. So there we go, that's the outside tools. What about the inside tools? Well, if you unfold this tool, you get needle nose pliers, which have come in handy occasionally, mainly for loosening nuts and things like that on models. Of course, they're needle nosed. They have the grip for doing things like nuts, and they've also got a wire cutter blade in there as well. So, well, I guess they're kind of handy in a way. But here's the thing that really got me with this tool. We open up this other arm here. This unfolds and becomes a quite sturdy pair of scissors. Now, if you've ever had scissors on a multi-tool before, some of them are quite meh, really. You know, they don't work fantastically well as scissors. They're great in an emergency, but these are quite a stout pair of scissors. The blades are quite thick, and I can see them being able to cut wires as well. The blade there, I don't know if you can see that, but it's also serrated. So they're really good cutters. They're very sharp anyway, but the way that this actually works, holding it in your hand with this great big bit here for your thumb and this smaller arm here for your fingers, works fantastically well. I'm really impressed with this. And remember, I come from the background of using the Victorinox pocket knife scissors, which are widely thought of as the best you can get on a multi-tool. But I have to say, these are quite nice. I am worried a bit, and this is one of the problems I've had with the Leatherman format multi-tool scissors in the past before, is being able to get to the blades to actually sharpen them, because they don't open up completely. You can't sort of like get this is as wide as these scissors would actually open, so getting into sharpen these blades is maybe something that will cause me a problem. Now, and I love the way this folds up as well. It's really nice, like that. Aside from that, you've got a pocket clip, which I guess is quite nice. The usual lanyard loop on the end there, and I'll probably transfer one of my paracord lanyards onto this. These are ones that I've made myself, and I particularly like this red one. I thought this would go quite nicely with the silver. So yeah, I mean, time will tell just how good a replacement this will be for the Huntsman, but so far I'm very impressed, which is why I've made this video. I can't believe I've gone on for about, what, nearly 20 minutes just talking about this little tool. But yeah, £27 from Amazon, and it's a nice compact little pocket multi-tool, and the tools are not rubbish. Which, if you look on Amazon for little multi-tools like this, there's a plethora of these little multi-tools, and if you check the comments, there will be a lot of complaints about the quality of the tools, but this has some superb feedback about it. There we go, the Nextool multi-tool.